Okay, okay, go.
I'll take over the job. Okay, so my name is Jenna Cunningham. I'm a pop rock singer-songwriter. Moved to LA September 2017, and been trying to do music stuff ever since.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Being on this video session thingamajig. So where are you from, first of all?
Yeah, I'm from Syracuse, New York. It's like right in smack dab in the middle of New York State. So a lot of people will think I'm super close to the city, but it's actually 5 hours away from New York City. So not really too much of a weekend trip. Like I've been there a dozen times. And then I went to University of Buffalo for college. So that's where I spent like the last 4 years of my life before I moved out to LA. That's 2.5 hours away from Syracuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So why did you move to Los Angeles?
I feel like this is where it's happening, music-wise, especially with pop music, which is what I'm doing. Back home, the music scene was kind of more cover bands and really alternative music. So I didn't really find a home for the stuff that I was doing, or for like singer-songwriter type stuff. It seemed to be a lot of like band focus. So one, it was hard for me to find other musicians to play the pop music with.
Yeah.
And then two, I didn't feel as much of a welcoming towards singer-songwriter if I just wanted to do myself and the piano.
Did you ever think of moving to, like, Nashville?
Yes, I did, like Nashville, New York City.
Yeah.
New York City to me seemed more like Broadway focused. And then Nashville seemed more country focused. I knew there was a pop outlet in both of those, but it seemed to be smaller than what was going to be in LA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you always want to be a musician, or did that?
I've always like definitely considered it a possibility. When I was younger, I used to like sing around the house and put on performances for for my parents and grandparents, and was like very dramatic in that sense. So I think like when I was super young, it was what I wanted to do, and that was my dream. Then went through a couple of phases where I was like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a career woman. I actually studied math in college. So I did a couple of math internships, and that's when I realized that wasn't for me. Even though it was going to be like a stable job and very nice financially, I was like, ooh, I'm really not happy here. So that's kind of when, during one of those math internships, that's when I realized, like, okay, shit, you have to actually decide what's going to make you happy in life. Like, it's going to be better to make less money and be happy than making a ton of money and be bored out of your mind.
Oh my god.
So that's when I decided, probably sophomore year of college, that I definitely wanted to really give my all into pursuing music, and move out to LA after I graduated.
That's quite a change from math.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess the one correlation is like the rhythms and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, that definitely comes in handy there, but yeah, fundamentally and like the type of job, very much different.
Wow. Yeah. I've never heard that before. Musician.
A unique backstory.
Very unique. Who are your musical influences?
Oh, I love Florence and the Machine. She is insane. I just saw her live for the first time.
Ooh, where?
Hollywood Bowl. She was so good. And she was just like darting out into the stage at random points. And the security guards were chasing her, but she was like such a free spirit. And I really like anyone that just seems so dedicated to like the emotion of the song or the vibe of it. Banks is another artist I love. She has this really dark
Me too.
pop. Oh yeah, you listen to her too?
I love Banks.
Oh my God. She is so cool. She's so mysterious too. Like,
oh my god.
It's hard to pin her down. So anyone that like really dedicates themselves to the emotion, has unique lyrics. Gabrielle Applin too. She was someone that I listened to a lot in high school, and that I came back to recently. She's like a singer-songwriter, has more of a acoustic vibe, but she's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of her, but
you should definitely listen.
I'll definitely listen. So what's your biggest inspiration for like writing songs?
Usually something in my life happens, and then I feel compelled to write about it. Whether that be a relationship breakdown or something with a friend or something with a stranger, even. Like a stranger's really rude, and I'm like, all right, you deserve an angry song. But yeah, usually something authentic happening to me. There have been a couple songs I've written that have been maybe about someone else's life or been inspired by a movie or a TV show and written about that, but usually it's stuff that actually happens to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. What is the writing process for you like? Like, how long does it take for you to, like, fully write a song in its entirety?
Yeah. Depends on the song, for sure.
Yeah.
And, like, how strong the emotion is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think, like, right after a breakup or something, that's when I've written a song start to finish in the moment, where, like, the emotion is so raw.
Yeah.
Other things take, like, I'll write maybe the verse and chorus, and then I'll let it sit and simmer, and maybe that would take, like, a month to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go back to it when I feel I'm in the right mindset, or sometimes I'll just, like, keep it in the back of my mind and let things during my regular day-to-day activities inspire me, like, not be super forceful in letting the lyrics or melodies come, but just having it in the back of my mind so I'm aware to pick up on things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then sometimes I'll write something, forget about it for months, and then come back to it when I'm feeling that kind of emotion again. So it really depends on...
That's interesting. I've
Yeah.
never heard that either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're very unique in this area. What's the favorite song you've written? Like, of all time? I know that's a hard question for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. I think probably the one that I'm going to play today, because it's called Fingernails. And it's also, like, the best song that I've produced as well. I'm working on... Well, I finished an album that's coming out in February, and I produced all of it. And it was definitely a journey where, like, the songs that I first started out are pretty rough and raw.
Mm-hmm.
But this song was where I felt I really, like, hit my groove with the producing and, like, really started to know what I was doing. So the combination of that and, like, the lyrics are about a long-distance relationship I'm in. So very authentic to what I'm still going through right now. And I think it's just a really strong song from start to finish.
Nice.
Thanks.
Excited to hear.
Yes.
So you kind of answered this question. What are you working on now?
Yeah, so that album, kind of just working on the promo for it now.
Mm-hmm.
I did all the recording and writing more or less October 2017 through October 2018. So that was a very stressful year, but it was definitely worth it. Basically, on my free time, I would just be like, okay, I have to go record. Someone asked me to get dinner, I'd be like, ooh, maybe, but I should really be recording.
Oh my god.
So it was just always like that guilt in the back of my mind whenever I was doing something not recording.
Yeah.
Because working a full-time job on top of it, it's like you have such a little time to actually focus on the music. But I'm glad that I, like, pushed myself. So yeah, that will come out in February 23rd. So just working on singles to release. Fingernails is going to be released January 18th. And then that will be the final single before the album.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Thank you.
It's very exciting. So that's all my questions. Let's get the piano out.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's do it. That's all my questions. I'm kidding.
Like, that's all we need to know. Should I? Oh, I can.
Not even thank you. I usually say thank you. Good.
It's harder every day. Waking up without you in my bed. Waiting for that kiss on the head. Every day tinted with a familiar sadness. Every day tinted with a familiar sadness. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. Dig my fingernails into my skin. Distraction from pain, letting you in. Hyperventilate and let it out. Finding limits to the strength. I can't act out, I can't act out, I can't act out.
That's a jam.
Thank you.
Great job. Oh my
Thank you so
gosh.
much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yay.
Yay.
I was suppressing a cough the whole time.